What's not, dear?
Oh, white privilege. We're talking about white privilege.
And who are you talking to about white privilege to?
I'm talking to my husband, James Lockett.
And who is he?
Who is he? He's my husband.
He's a black
Oh, he's a
man.
black man from
See, that's it.
Arkansas.
That's one of the reasons that
Okay,
you know.
and that's basically, in a nutshell, as small as condensed as I can make it. White privilege gives me an advantage is that I can be colorblind. I don't have to pay attention to color. But anybody who is not white can't be colorblind. They constantly have to be aware of color because their lives can be in danger if they're not.
And do you think that's right?
No, it's wrong. I used to think white privilege meant that, you know, financially or educationally or whatever, I had a privilege, but that's not what it is. It's the idea of being able to be colorblind.
How old are you, dear?
Thanks a lot, James. 68.
Okay, how long have you felt that you understood this concept?
Since I met James.
Oh, how old is he?
65.
Wow. And
We're old.
this is his birthday present, correct?
Okay.
Alrighty.
The other thing is I didn't have to worry about my children and how they dressed making a difference in how people looked at them.
I
They
don't
were looked
know.
at the same way.
You know, I found in life is that they came up with a way to insult, white people came up with a way to insult white people. They would say, well, that sounds like a blonde joke, you know. And anytime anybody wanted to tell me a joke like a blonde joke or a Polish joke, I always considered that a nigger joke turned upside down. And so I didn't want
It's a
to
good
listen
way
to
of
it.
looking at it. Just derogatory or stereotypical.
Yeah,
Just
don't wanna
change
hear
the,
it. Don't want to hear it. Don't
change
want
the
to hear it.
characters.
Well, yeah, because if you stop and think about it, you know, like, for some reason, people tend to want to feel like they're better than they actually are. But until you become an enlightened person, and to become an enlightened person, you have to give up self and think of yourself as part of a giant whole. I'm not talking about a hole in the ground. I'm talking about the whole human race. Because as a child, one of the things that you're taught as a black person is that we're all part of a great, a grand design. My only complaint when I was a kid growing up, because I was taught that, you know, a bunch of derogatory stuff about Caucasian people, was that if that be so, then why was there a picture of a white guy in the back of the church? And they said, well, no, that's Jesus. Really? From what I understand, he was a Jew. He had curly hair and he had skin of bronze. That didn't look like Jesus. Until I met Rosemary Thomas Samansky Lockett, I didn't know that color is one of the most irrelevant things during the human condition. I wasn't sure that life in general revolves around what you do for others as compared to what you do for yourself. I was positive though that I couldn't be a Christian because why would I be a follower of the same people who subjugated my people for 400 years? And show those two books that you got me, Rosemary. These are the books I got for my birthday, folks. See that? Okay, how about the other one?
Oh, from who?
My wife.
Oh,
The,
miseducation.
the miseducation of the Negro. Anybody who sees this, and there won't be a whole lot of people to see it because I don't proselytize and I don't have people that I feel that understand, because to understand me in my position, a guy who grew up watching for white people for entertainment killing black people when they couldn't, they killed Mormons. Yes, I said Mormons, which are mostly white people. I couldn't understand. And so I was blessed though. I had a grandmother that would explain stuff to me in simple terms since she was a simple person. She said, white people don't know no better, boy. They don't realize that we're all part of the same whole. And then I started listening to music and groups like the Beatles, and John Lennon said in one of the lines of one of the songs that he wrote, everybody doesn't know that all of us are the same. That's about all, folks. Rosemary, you got anything else to say?
Just basically my friends who are white who constantly are saying, you know,
They're not
I-
racist,
I'm
but
not racist. I don't care what color a person is. I don't even notice color.
But-
Only white people cannot notice color.
Mhm.
I've never met a black person since I've known James, I've paid attention, who can go through life not noticing white people. I mean, that's white privilege, not having to be aware of color.
That's pretty good. Now, folks, you understand why I married her and didn't just sleep with her, okay? She's a retired Italian school teacher. She was Polish by injection for 42 years. And now she's
TMI jinx.
she's quasi neo-African by injection. Later, folks.